So, go back to those life-changing moments. Indulge me a second while I share you my little story. So, you know, I've shared on social media, you know, where I was in terms of my body composition. I'm 5'8", and I was approximately bordering 18 stone. So you can imagine, for a little guy like me, that was really, really dangerous. But I thought I was happy, and I thought I was comfortable, and actually I was neither of those. And I remember the day I was at home, I went to the bathroom, I looked in the mirror and thought, who the hell is staring back at me? Didn't recognise him at all. And from that moment, I knew things had to change. Now, the level, the level of change for me was incomprehensible. Looking back at it now, it blows my mind that that guy ever existed. But he did, and he still lives in my head. So that chubby fat guy is still there. And, you know, unfortunately for the time being, or forever, I'm never really going to get rid of him. But what I can do is put him in his cage. So that day I thought, no, I don't want to be this person anymore. And it was very, very clear in my head, that it had to do something about it. So that's when I started to think about what I could do. Now, as I've said before, I'm quite socially awkward. I don't really kind of mix with people. I don't really. And I was so uber self-conscious that the gym for me wasn't going to cut it. So that's when I decided that I would spend some time at midnight and just walk around my block where I lived. And I did that for months, and a walk became a jog, became a run, and that's how I ended up getting into running. And from there it kind of took off. I ditched my car and I'd run to work and run back, and I started heading to local events, so 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, eventually marathons, which was all groovy. The biggest thing for me was how it affected my relationship with my then civil partner. And I realised that I wasn't really happy, and I was just there because I was just there. Now that's unfair, or may it sound unfair, but actually it's true. And I think when I lost the weight, it gave me a whole new lease of confidence that I'd never expected to wave over me, and it knocked me off my feet, really, if I'm being honest. So because I came out my shell, I'm still socially awkward. I still don't like being around lots of people, but my confidence has grown and it's helped me in my life. You know, the job I do now, I have to talk to people quite regularly, and I have to, you know, have awkward conversations and, you know, manage people's expectations, which I do. But it was that. It wasn't the clothes, it wasn't the fact that I did look great, and to be fair at the beginning, I looked awesome. And I've not really gone far from that. Probably my weight fluctuates half a stone either way now, and I can live with that. You know, I'm an old boy, you know, so that is, you know, I can manage that. So I suppose the moral of the story is, you know, this thing that all we can do, that we take for granted, which is lace up and put a pair of shoes on, can actually transform your life beyond anything that you ever expected. And consequently, because of that, I've been in a relationship now for 10 years coming up, and I'm getting married this year. As in proper married, and I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I have a great relationship, and I feel equal. And that's all down to that one moment that defined everything. And I can put it down to that one moment in time. Everything from there, it was like the curtain was lifted and the clarity was amazing. So that's how I ended up where I am today. And the most important thing to learn from this is everybody's got a journey. So never judge that book by its cover, because there's a reason. And it's the reason why you might not know that. But understand, everyone's journey is different, but we're all heading for the same place.